Welcome back to the Half Thumb Homestead. Today we're going to work on the Kingston Brass kitchen faucet. We're going to be changing out a couple O-rings on top here where the spout comes off, number 10 and number 13, which is two of those and one of those. This is like an illustrated parts catalog, but they don't tell you what parts are what. That's the installation guide there. We bought ours at Home Depot in 2019. This will be the first time I've changed these O-rings out in here. I have had it apart before just so I was curious. So we're going to start with taking off the cap piece number 9, and then number 8 will slide off, and then we can get to those two O-rings. What's happening is it's leaking down the side here and running down and turning my granite. May keep my granite wet. So let's get into it here. I've already pre-loosened everything, so it makes it quicker and easier. I used a pair of plumber pliers, Hogs, adjustable pliers. Just grab a hold of it real good and just give it a small twist in order to break it free. Now, there is some Loctite on this, so it will come off really stiff. All right, so you take that off, set it aside, and then we pull this guy off. Look inside for corrosion. It looks pretty good to me. Clean that out with a little bit of Scotch-Brite to make it nice and polished. That way you don't have any corrosion in the way. So we're not going to take this whole piece out. I believe you can with that screw there. If you take that screw out, this piece will come out. We don't want to take that out. So we're just going to get a pick, little Ullman pick here, set of 4. You can also get them at Harbor Freight. Just a pick set's all you need to get these loose. So we're going to dig in the groove, pop out the O-ring. We're going to save them, don't damage them, don't ruin them. In case we don't have the right size, we can go to Ace Hardware or your local neighborhood hardware store that has a big, massive O-ring selection. I believe Lowe's has these as well. Now, what I use is I have 2 sets of O-rings here that I use. Every DIYer should have this assortment in their garage somewhere because you never know when you're going to need an O-ring. And it's actually been really helpful in the past couple things I've done. So we're going to open up these boxes of O-rings and we're going to try and match up what we got. It's fairly straightforward. My guess is Kingston Brass is metric. So we look kind of in comparison to where we've got a good close size here. Standard thickness is good. I think that's the one for that one. We're going to set that aside and we're going to try and match it up also with a standard SAE one. It looked like it was just a little bit too big. That one is too big. And this one's probably too small. Yeah, it's too small. So this one, if you look at it there, pretty close. So again, we'll keep the original and set it aside. That's the small one. Then we got to find the big one here. Looks like this guy here. Yeah, that's it. So if you have a true illustrated parts catalog for these things, it will actually tell you what type of, some of them will tell you what type of material they're made of. And it obviously gives you a number. So if you were to call Kingston Brass on the phone and say, hey, I need these 2 parts, probably $2-3, but they'll probably charge you $10 to ship them. So my suggestion would be to go to, like I said, your local hardware store and get them. That way it's cheaper. So we got our 2 O-rings. We'll put our first one on. Lickety split. Drop the other one down. Just kind of work it around here. Beautiful. Take a little dab of dish soap. there, and give yourself a little lubrication. So don't try and turn the water faucet on to rinse your hands off, because it'll make a big old mess. Water will shoot out all directions. All right, so now we're going to take our spout, slip our spout back on, just like so. Pivots real nice. Put our cap back on, and there's no O-ring in this guy. The O-ring on top seals the top, and the one on the bottom obviously seals the bottoms. Let's put that on there. We're going to grab it with our pliers here, nice and firm. Just give it a small twist so it won't come off. Now those will damage the finish. Now we're going to turn it on and hope for no leaks. Like I said, it was leaking out here, the pivot there on the bottom, and just running out onto the counter. Awesome. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say that's probably a half. It's really simple. You have a pair of these, you don't want to mar the finish, just stick a rag around it and grab a hold of that rag, but make sure you squeeze real good. And when you push, a lot of people don't know how to use these things. Make sure you're pushing on away from you or pulling towards you on the handle that's actually clamping. That lever action actually causes it to get tighter as you pull. So make sure you use them right. If you use them the other way, it'll just slip and you'll scratch the crud out of it. That's where you have it. Again, it's the O-ring kit. I'll do the best I can to put these in the description down below of all the stuff I've used. Have fun homestead out.